Well, I think it means a lot. I mean, the show is loaded with allies, and that is a great thing to obviously start out with.
Congratulations on Loot season 3.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Michaela J, I'd like to go to you first and ask you a little bit about Sophia kind of coming into her own, learning to live a little and take care of herself as a form of then being able to go back to work and do the important work that she does. And that's an important storyline to tell. Would you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think in the very beginning of the season, we saw this hard exterior with Sophia and her really trying to uphold this image of working woman, working class woman, really working to just like make sure she stood the test of time for herself and trying to be a figure. And as second season came on, when we get introduced to her relationship with her boyfriend, it kind of maybe knocked down some of those walls to see who she could possibly be. And in this third season, I think more than anything, there's a couple of factors that come in, but one of them is a relative who, catches her off guard, but forces her to be vulnerable. So I think Sophia has had a wonderful arc, and I love to see her blossom. She was a bud at first, but now she's blossomed into a full actualized character, and that was all due to the help of obviously Maya writing on the season, but also us as cast members and the chemistry that we have, and also the intertwining of all of our characters too.
Yeah, wonderful. I love that. Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Yeah. And then, Ron, would you talk a little bit about Howard, who is just this really kind, loving, sincere human, which is, I think, a kind of rare character. He's just a good human all around. And there's, you know, a lot of sincerity, a lot of empathy there. I think it's important.
Yeah, I think Howard's a great character and a great friend. I think for Molly in particular, having someone around who isn't swayed by the money, by the change of circumstances, by her life's constantly being upheaval, one rock in her life is that Howard just treats her like a family.
Mhm.
And I think that's a great character and a great person to have around in your life. And it's just fun and enjoyable to play and to continue to explore and watch his own journey as he starts to stand up for himself and finds what he wants in life. But one of the main things I learned to play in the last few seasons is to kind of just be the connective tissue between all the other characters that happens in the show that Howard is able to float through and build a relationship with Molly, with Sophia, with Nat and Nicholas. So it's a joy to play.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. And Michaela, this show, I think it's pretty rare. It's comedy, but it's willing to go there. And it's there's an upcoming scene in this season where Molly, to someone's face, gets to call out colonialists and homophobes and say it out loud while everyone in the show, all the characters are trying to do the best work they can to help people in need.
Yeah.
Would you talk a little bit about what that means to you, that the show is continuing to go there?
Well, I think it means a lot. I mean, the show is loaded with allies, and that is a great thing to obviously start out with. I feel very safe being a part of this crew, and they've always made me feel safe. But also, more importantly, with the mission of Sophia being in the position that she is, the COO to the CEO, Molly Novak Wells Novak, it really shows that she's really trying to show up for a lot of women in workspace and showing that she has agency and that she has equity and that her and Molly can do it together. It's girl power through and through in my eyes. So yeah, I love to see it.